Hello? Did I get it right? Almost. It's hard to see, and, it's hard to do more than one thing at once, right? Right? Let me show you my screen. So hey, welcome back. Today, we're gonna look at something different, I guess, within Redwood.js. We're gonna look at fixing a bug that I actually reported. I'm not sure if, I forgot to put my phone in streaming, I'm sorry. There we go, streaming on. That means don't bother me. So I fixed a bug in my code in my Unbox Deals app, where a user tries to log in and they use a case-sensitive email, and they try to log in, and then when they try to log in with a different case, it doesn't allow them to log in, which is not horrible. Those could be treated as two different users. However, it could be the exact same username, just different casing. And in that case, we don't really want to turn them away. So this is something that exists in the Redwood core, in the DB auth package. So we're going to look at that, trying to fix that part of it. All we really need to do is add a case insensitive check. The main reason it has to be in their core and not ours, I've updated my code to allow them to sign in with any kind of casing, but the issue is that it does the duplicate user check, and it also does the login check with case sensitivity, so we can't fix those cases. So those are the ones we need to fix in the core. I think there's two. I think it's more than just that. But basically, I submitted this bug, and they say usernames should probably be stored as the user types them in, but match case insensitive, both for duplication checks and when logging in. Yeah, so two different sections, or two different issues. And then if he wants to confirm the behavior with the team, and then he'll get back to me. He already got back to me and says, yes, it's accepted. Okay, go ahead and work on it. So this is what we're going to work on. I don't have a running demo for you right now to show you the problem, but we're going to go through the steps to try to see if we can solve it. The big thing that I'll have with it is testing it. How do we test it? We'll have to look at their test suite and see if anyone else is testing database stuff. Usually you don't test database things, but in this case we would need to. I guess we might not need, well, the fix is related to Prisma, so I guess how could we verify that the fix is in place? I don't know, we're gonna have to see. So I did some searching to find this case insensitive thing. That was after I found out where the code was that was running it. So right now in the DB auth handler, Redwood DB auth handler, when they create a user, they just set the username to whatever you submitted it as. That's actually fine. Maybe this is not the one we need to change. Create returns a user first, checking that the username password pass validation. Oh. I think this is the first initial create. We want to, unless it's talking to creating a session or something. Anyway, we're gonna have to look through this code and figure out what we need to change, but we need to change those two places. We know that. So one of the first things I'm going to need to do is pull down this code and figure out how to run it. I haven't pulled down I mean, I tried to pull down Directus a little while ago and I could not get it running. We'll see about Redwood. It's interesting because it's a framework, right? So if I pull it down to work on the framework... Oh, they got Hacktoberfest. Should I wait till October to do this? No, I'm just kidding. I want it now. I want it now. We'll see how it works. Let's copy. Get clone. Do I just want to call it Redwood? Sure. Do I already have a Redwood directory? No. Things are going swimmingly so far. Let's go on to the next task. Bug squashing. You know what? I meant to fork this first. So let's just kill this. Let's fork it. In the Milky development? Oh, I already have a fork. Interesting. Okay, let's go to my Redwood. So you want to fork it because in mine, that's close enough. Because then it allows you to submit a PR back to them. So apparently I did this a long time ago, probably for some documentation, I think. But I need to update it. So I have, that's interesting, I don't have it locally though. I have a different Redwood. That was Redwood pre-render bug, which I just used to report a bug. So let's copy this one instead. And then we need to do some upstream stuff with it. It is possible someone is doing something nasty. That's weird. Let's go back to this one. Maybe I shouldn't have been Git on. Doing something nasty. Wow. It is also possible that just the host key has been changed. There we go. It's probably because I don't think I have that SSH key for this account on my computer. I don't know. We'll ignore it. We'll skip it. Let it download. It's a big one. Well, I guess then you also get to see how do you update an upstream. Your main branch isn't protected. I don't really care about that. So we have this older one on here. I'm surprised I didn't have it cloned. But we go back to the original repo, copy that URL, and then this thing's done. I'll go into the Redwood directory. So if we do git remote -v, you'll see it points to my repo. If I do git remote add upstream, and then the URL, yes. And then I can git pull, is it git pull remote upstream? No, I'm not gonna remember it. Git, it's gotta be git remote something. Let's Google it. I was gonna do it all by myself, but I forgot. Git remote pull upstream. This is part of the, I don't know, maybe git flow. Git remote add upstream. Git fetch upstream. Okay. Git fetch upstream. So that'll get all the latest changes. And then I can check out main and merge upstream/main. Wow. I am already on main. So git merge upstream/main. I think, see, with the fetch and merge, that's a pull. So I think I could probably just do git pull upstream/main. But we'll go do it in a couple of steps. Head main and upstream main are both there now. And just to confirm, we can remember this or use this code 322693. Actually, I think it shows the beginning. I don't know. We'll see. So the latest is C2757BD. C2757BD matches. Okay, so we're up to date. I doubt they, do they have a README in here for, let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. Code organization, project and framework. As a Redwood developer, you're already familiar with the codebase created by the app. In this document, we'll refer to the codebase. That is a Redwood project. Oh, that codebase as a Redwood project. As a contributor, you'll have to familiarize yourself with one more codebase, the Redwood framework. The Redwood framework lives in the mono repo that were just cloned, which is where you're probably reading this. It contains all the packages that make Redwood projects work the way they do. In a Redwood project, you can find the Redwood framework node modules at Redwood.js. Here we'll assume your local copy of the Redwood framework is in a directory called Redwood, and your Redwood project is in a directory called Redwood-project. So mine was Redwood pre-render bug. Chances are that you'll have more than a few VS codes open when you're contributing. One with Redwood framework and one with the Redwood project at least. An easy way to tell which is which, okay, I know how to tell which is which. Local development setup, change directory, yarn install. Yarn install. We'll let that run while they read some shit. Redwood project setup options. You've almost always wanted to test the functionality of your changes to the Redwood framework in a Redwood project. When it comes to getting a Redwood project to test your changes out in, you have several options. Okay, so this is one thing I was curious about. You can use the create Redwood app, but use the template of your local project. Git clone, use a project you've already created, create a functional test project, go to the location of your local copy on the Redwood framework, and use yarn run build test project directory. So we'll have to come back to that when we want to test our changes, but actually, maybe we can do it now. Using the functional test project might be the fastest and easiest way to test your changes. Okay, I really don't want to set up a whole project just to show you the bug because I described it to you. That would just take a lot of extra time to do that, and so I'd rather just fix it and then immediately test it after and see if it works. Redwood Functional Test Project. You can create a Redwood project that contains a lot of functionality in just a few minutes. For example, here's a brief overview of all the things yarn run build test project directory does. It installs using the Create Redwood app template in the current branch of your Redwood framework. With the current Canary version of Redwood packages, with the option to use the latest stable version, with a JavaScript language target, with the option for TypeScript, then applies code mods from the Redwood tutorial to add functionality and styling, and initializes a Prisma DB migration for SQLite. Well, that's nice. So that's the command we'll use to test it. Testing the framework in your project. Oh. As you make changes to the Redwood framework, you want to see your changes reflected live in a Redwood project. Since we're always looking for ways to make contributing to Redwood easier, there are a few workflows we've come up with. The one you want to use is yarn RWFW. RWFW is short for Redwood Framework. The command requires an nvar RWFW path. Unless you add the nvar to your shell, the command structure will be the framework directory and then yarn command. Navigate to your Redwood project and run the following, replacing Redwood to match your local path. Okay. So this is showing us how we can set up an actual Redwood project and keep it in sync with our local code, our local framework code that we're modifying. So that is nice. Let me just read through these a little bit more before we get started. Are you reading this? Is everybody following along? Well, I must say, this is quite the detailed contributing guide. It does answer all the questions I should need to know. So let's set up a Redwood project. To create a functional test project, go to the location of your local copy of the framework and use this command. Why do you think they put these eyes here to say, look at this? So would that project directory still be up a directory, I assume? Okay, let's do it. Did I miss the Y on that copy paste? Oh. Okay, so my project directory would be /redwood db auth fix. But there's a few other options I want. So the default is blog test project. That's interesting that they did just one like that. I want, is it --ts? --ts. I want TypeScript. I want to link it. Verbose output, no. I think that should be it. And then we would go update this thing. Let's try it. nice glitchy. Glitchy, glitchy. We'll let that go for a bit. Let's add this path. So the command requires an invar unless command structure will be framework directory. Is that like a root directory? I have to put it as a root directory or what? Oh, they're saying, okay. I see. But with the link, you want to see your changes reflected live in a Redwood project since we're always looking for blah, 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 blah. The command requires an invar. Navigate to your Redwood project and run the following, replacing Redwood to match your local path. So this command we will run inside of the other repo, or the other folder, which is Redwood DB auth bug fix. Okay. I'm gonna git init it just so we can see any changes. That happened. So the command we would run in here would be that. I don't know if the Ep1 works like that. We'll see. I'm gonna wait for this to finish though. As it starts up, okay, once provided to RWFW, it'll remember it and you shouldn't have to provide it again unless you move it. Didn't sound good. As the project sync starts up, it'll start logging to the console. In order, it cleans and builds a framework, copies the framework dependencies of your project, runs yarn install on your project, copies over the framework packages in your project, waits for changes. Wow. Is that waiting for changes in the whole framework, you think, or waiting for changes in just the one project that we're writing the new code in, our Redwood project? You see a lot of packages have been added to your root. This will be cleaned up when you exit the command. Congratulations, you are all set up. Any changes you make in the Redwood framework should be reflected in your Redwood project. Cool. Cool, dude. It's still going. But we are gonna need to run the DB thing after. So let's do Redwood DB auth. So we're gonna need to follow this guide to set it up. I don't know if any of the setup matters if we have to have the fix in first, but let's do the fix first anyway. So the fix is going to be this mode insensitive. And we need to find the two places to do that. I thought this was one. Find unique. Yeah, so this is creating the user in like the session, basically. And this is DB auth handler 1285. All done, finally. What is the meaning of life? Let's open this in code. What is that? Is this my normal theme? Why is this color? It's interesting. Okay, DB auth handler. They do have a test file for it. That's nice. This was lined. What is the command for go to line? Go to line. Command G. 1285. Wow, nailed it. Okay. So we need to add this case sensitivity. It changes, so we're doing aware. We're already doing aware, and then basically, in this case, they're calling it email. We have it hard-coded because they have the field names hard-coded. So I will spread this out a bit. What it's really going to be, this is like, I think email or username, it's the name of the field, basically. So this would be equivalent to like username. And normally you would pass the username value in directly. But what do they do? Ends with? I don't know, maybe, I think we want value is username and mode is what, insensitive. We're using single quotes here. So that should fix like one of the login things. Or is this when they're creating a user? I don't think it's the actual creating. So let's see. DB auth handler. Sign up. At this point, the user is an actual user, in which case log the user automatically. It's a string. So that's where we were. That's how I got there, huh? This validate field username. Where was the duplicate check? Let's see. Verify user? Yes, find unique. I mean, I guess we can just really search for like this thing and say, is this anywhere else in here? There's two of them. Let me copy the one that we changed already. Did I just copy it and not, I pasted it in the wrong spot. Okay, does user exist? Where value mode insensitive. Where's this other one? This is in forgot password. So it's trying to again verify if the user is an actual user or not. There should also be a duplicate one though. So we got forgot password. Verifies they are correct. Okay, that one's good. And then this is in the create user. What was the name of that? Oh, here we go, shorthand. Let's see if we can find anywhere else where this is being used. And that's possibly a case where we need to use it. Generic registration options. Username. Oh, web auth in. That's something to look at. The web auth in is like the alternate logins, like with your thumbprint reader or Face ID or other stuff, I think. I don't know if that'll matter. We can just ask them. Get current user. So in this case, it's getting it by the ID field, session ID, so that's fine. I think we got them all, but where is the duplicate check? Oh, duplicate username errors right here. Okay. So maybe that's it. But this is in the core, so we should be able to, yes, install the default DB auth. But let's do this thing first. I am impressed with this setup. It's seemed pretty good so far. Redwood FW. And then once that's done, actually it's gonna be watching for changes, huh? So maybe I don't wanna do that yet. I might add this thing first. Follow this flow. Because we're gonna need it to be able to log in, you know? I guess while we're waiting for that, let's look into the dbauth handler test and see how it works. Create some users, I guess. New DB mock. Create DB user. All right, they've already got one. So before each, it creates auth fields DB. I thought I saw something out of my corner of my eye. Thought it was Zoe moving. Now we're getting into the actual tests. Delete session constructor. It's not in the constructor. invoke. Let's see what these top levels are. So there's a few in here that will need to update. Sign up will be one. Any error, throws default error. There's a custom error when not enabled. Throws password validation error. If password invalid, we're getting closer. Throws no error if password valid. Throws no error if password validation function is undefined. Creates a new user and logs them in. Probably want to duplicate this one. But it should actually be like throws an error if case insensitive duplicate or something like that. Okay, did it finish? No, it's still going. Okay. Throws password validation error if password invalid. This, I wonder what error it would throw. It should, so it would throw a user not found error. Actually, this is sign up. Restart password. Let's do login. So constructor invoke. What the hell is invoke? Okay, look, I'm gonna do Command K2, and that should shrink any of these. Oh, one more level. Command K3. So Command K and then a number collapses everything for a specific indent. So 2 is actually describe, 3 would be it. So for example, if I open this now, all of these should be collapsed by default. Save some time. That was Command K3. 2, 3, any of the numbers just are saying what level to collapse it at. 1 would be top. Anything in the first level, scope level, second level, third level, etc. Mountain Trash Panda, hello.
Another one, and another one, and another one, and another one.
So I don't think we'll need anything in invoke. Forgot password we will need when not enabled. Oh. Throws an error if username is blank, if username is not found. In this case, I would want to say matches case insensitive usernames. So in this case, it would be rob at redwoodjs.com. I think that's the name that they've been using. Right? Missing. That's the wrong one. Yes, so they use Rob at Redwood.js. Password incorrect. So I'm using capital JS. That's different. I don't want to. Forgot password returns a logout session cookie. Oh. So I need to create the user first. I don't actually need the user, but did this thing finish yet? Wow. Oh, done and waiting for changes. Okay. I guess I could not even have to spin up that project. I could just test it writing tests, but let's test it anyway. Localhost, what is that usually on? 8910? What does it put it on then? Or does it not? It's not running the server, it's just watching for changes. So now if I do yarn rwdev, maybe malarkey, ayo, Prisma. Yeah, we're working on fixing a bug with case sensitivity in Prisma. Not in Prisma, but we wrote, some code that did not correctly. There it is. I'm gonna turn on dark mode, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, so their login is rob@redwoodjs.com, and the password was pass. Unknown error occurred. I wonder if it's just because I was previously using an old token. Well, let's try it. Is this going to send you an email, Rob? I'm sorry. It doesn't even seem like it's hitting our server. Is it just because I haven't run the actual DB auth stuff yet? I guess I never set it up, right? I never ran this, right? Enable auth-in support? No. Yes. I wonder if this thing's gonna freak out now. Matches case insensitive usernames. I guess they don't have one that's not checking. It's checking its success, right? Oh. Sets it on the user. Okay, so I want to copy this one basically. And I'll move it down after it. I mean, it could be this one, right? I would expect it to do the same thing. I don't think I expect all this stuff. I just really want to make sure that it comes back successful. Moves token, throws a generic. Man, because you haven't been watching stream, malarkey. That's why. I've been building on it for a while. It's very nice. I like it. I mean, I guess I can just check. I would expect it to not throw, I think. Mo Code Chef. Yes, I can share it with you to show you. My app's getting kind of bigger now. But you know, I don't want to bore people with code. Okay, I didn't do any of the other ones. It matches case usernames case usernames. Okay, and this one's gonna be rob@redwoodjs.com. I wonder if they'll give me an annoyance for that. I'll just delete it. Can I just expect it to not throw? I have achieved such a level in JavaScript that I can break most stuff. Good for you. A lot of people start out like that. But if you're seeking out to break things, then you are on another level. Expect How do I say expect to not throw? Dot to throw? Can I say dot not to throw? Is that what this is? What happens if it doesn't find anything? I guess let's see. Throws an error. To catch. Chai expects not to throw. Not. To dot. Oh, there you go. To not throw. Got it wrong, but we'll chat with you later. Alright. I'll catch you later, maybe Malarkey. Thanks for popping in. Okay, so I think that should be it. Expect dbauth forgot password to not throw. And this should be forgot password. How can I run just these tests? Test. Is there different packages? I guess there is different packages, huh? What package is this? Auth provider? There we go. Packages, auth providers, blah, blah, blah. Is it just yarn test? Is that what they said? Or there was also watch. Let's see. That's a lot of fails. A lot of fails. Oh no, there's only one failed. Well, I don't know, there's these other errors, but it only said one failed. That's weird.
The operation is about to begin. The universe holds its breath at the audacity of man.
Am I supposed to pass it in as a function? Does that do anything different? It's weird that it says so many failed and then it like changes it. One failed. Maybe because it's expecting it. It said 200 something tests and then it ends with 20. It's weird. Oh, exceeding retry limit. That's weird. I wonder if there's setup stuff in the top level that matters. Let's look in the docs real quick and see if they mention anything about... Well, I guess let's see, did this finish? You have a little more work to do. Yes, we're going to follow this. Okay. You'll need to add a model user. Oh, just need to add those 3, 4. Redwood, I didn't open that project yet. Okay. Why is it orange? I don't get it. Oh, just that other one was. That's interesting. I wonder why. I want to look in my Prisma. This should be just user. Okay, let me just copy their whole frickin' thing because apparently it's not. Oh, it is email. That's weird. I could have sworn it was username in my old one. Maybe I'm on a really old version and they changed it. Add these lines. Okay. And then, if you already have existing records, which we don't, you need to let Redwood know what field you're using for your user's ID. I am not, well, I developed some Redwood apps, but I'm not like a core team member, if that's what you really mean. I have a Redwood app that I've been working on when I found this issue. So that's why we're looking at it, fixing it. APSRC functions off. Do you see any problem with this? What kind of problem are you expecting to find? In there. Or are you expecting me to find in there, I guess? I don't really want to go hunting for shit right now. It's a JS trivia question. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not really going to go hunting for it then. Sounds like a wild goose chase, man. They have name in here. I'm going to take name out. I don't know. That's just because I haven't run the migration yet. Auth handler. It's interesting to tell you to add that, and that's still there already. It already gave me a secret, and it already did that stuff. It's already got the pages. I don't think I need to add anything else. But I do think I need to run the migrations. let's just do it. Yarn RW Prisma migrate dev. Let's just migrate. Because the model with that name already exists. You made a user example, so they did add it for me. Oh, this is because this is the whole blog example. So I didn't need to do any of this stuff. So does that mean they already have it in there? Yarn RW Prisma Studio. Loading. There's some users in there. Oh, but there's no Rob. Okay, so I would need to sign up. Let's do that first then. I don't think this is still running, is it? No. Is it safe to allow an API client to write a JavaScript object by key and value? So, I think what you're alluding at is that you shouldn't take, in Node.js, you shouldn't take client defined key values because of the prototype. They can override the prototype and stuff like that. And that can be a security hole. So if is that what you're alluding to? No, I didn't want to quit. Our sign-up's closed right now? Exactly, yes. I win! What do I win? Where did it set those sign-up things that they were talking about? Enable. Oh. This is in that auth lib, huh? What are you mad about? Full name is declared here. Okay. Did it just not generate the sign up? No, this is definitely not up and running, which this is 8911 is because I had a different one running. What's all those errors for? Yeah, so it's like busted now. Maybe I have to fix this. Hopefully it just runs faster this time, huh? Looks like it is. That's weird. Login, sign up. There we go. Okay, username. We're gonna sign up with Rob at Redwood.js. Password pass. Full name is Rob. This is probably not gonna work because of the whole. Oh wait.
You feel.
Find unique. Probably doesn't take insensitive mode. Got invalid value. So I'll have to change it from a find unique. Oh, equals. That's probably why. So if I change this, I wonder if it copies over the code. There it is. Oh, it failed. It failed, but that's okay. Okay. We'll do it again. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
That in nature.
Let's look at our user model real quick. It's got all these other required, like full names required, but in our create, we don't even have that, right? What is this? Sign up options, yeah. This is wrong. Full name? There we go. I wonder where that would be. Ah, look, they've got a fix for it somewhere. Test project. So I think that's not working either. It was supposed to replace this line. Come on. didn't replace it. Okay, I'm gonna minimize this one. I did not mean to be going to that one. Name, user, attributes, name.
I just like looked at this guy and he was like asleep, and I literally thought in my mind like I could literally sit here forever, and that was probably like the best moment.
Well, that's interesting. Running yarn install. This is out of date now, probably. Waiting for this thing to finish. Yarn install. Run yarn install. Good time for a stretch, everyone. You hear those pops and cracks and like I said, fixing the bug seems like it should be pretty quick. Testing it should be the longer part. Even though in our testing we found we didn't really fix it right. So now, we're doing the real testing. Okay, I will go refresh this. Should hit the sign up page just right. Pass. Full name is Rob. Sign up. Ooh. Got invalid value. JSON expected string. So my problem with the find unique is that once you get fancy, it doesn't work. So Prisma, there we go. It just takes me there. How can I query string in a non-case sensitive? Again, they're doing a find many though. And that's fine. But can I do a find unique? It only takes one unique. You can use find first. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know this. Let's see. Oh. Is that real though, or is that just an example? Two fields in your model. want to know why the find unique doesn't work. Like, I'm fine to change it, but is that wrong? I usually do change it to find first. I mean, I'll just do it and see, I guess, in the PR if they get mad. Find first. See if it, yeah, breaks again. That's okay. That's okay. We're alright with that. We'll just sit here and wait. One more time. And while we're waiting, let's read. I mean, that's, I don't know if I'm going to search for anything better than that. Case insensitive filtering. Find first. That fixes their issue, but that doesn't really say why. There we go. This is the common error, but oh. Well, let's just use find first and call it a day. How about that? I wonder if it's got any kind of performance benefits. Yeah. Will this throw an error if it does not find it? Oh, generic error. Okay, there, yeah. I imagine this is gonna break. And it should be full name. Did they call this full name in there? Let's see. They did. Come on, yarn install. There we go. Feeling good about this one. We'll see. Okay. Pass. Rob. Really? Mode? There is no mode? You telling me there's no mode? Is that just because it's a post? Not a Postgres. SQLite thing? What happened to the error? Did it go away eventually? Unknown arg mode for type string filter. I can't scroll down anymore. Contains, ends with, not. Type string filter. Okay. I mean, it says it's allowed with Postgres and Mongo, but it shouldn't throw an error, should it? C collation? Okay. SQLite. Do they know? I might be stuck. Because that other thing said too, if you're going to use a lot of this, you want to put index on it. So maybe switching to find first is a bad idea because it would be slower if you're searching a lot of users, I guess. Might just have to comment on them and ask them. Say, hey, look into this, blah, blah, blah. Otherwise, I'd do like, say, okay, if the user doesn't exist, then try. I mean, I can't fix for full case insensitivity. Is this tied to a specific version? I mean, I think they'd be on the newest version. Well, I'll just write them a comment and see what they say. Does this include Prisma or... Oh, dat, howdy. How is it going? How do I do shoutouts? At oh, dat, nerd. I like the old one better. Because it tells me what they were working on. Wrapping Ace and Svelte for a bot control panel, but that was last time. What you gonna do tonight? Are you doing stuff tonight? Tonight's Sunday. If I try to add case sensitive mode to the Prisma query. Python day tomorrow. Heyo. It's not really the error, but let me change it back to what it was. Find unique, find unique, find unique. Find unique, find unique, find unique. And then let's see what that error says. And this will be the new code. And this is gonna fail, and I'm gonna have to restart it. It's gonna rebuild, it's gonna take forever. So if I try to add case insensitive mode to the Prisma query, looks like you have some commitments. I gotta have a sound for that. I have pound as a sound. Is that really true?
I don't know if you're doing it right.
Steve, you have to hit the pound sign or it doesn't go through.
Y'all know what that's from?
Is this where we drop off our unwanted cats?
No, it's the opposite.
Okay. I'm just gonna put these here for a second. And then,
Meow, meow. Zo's up. Still building the yarns. Okay, in case the Prisma crew, I get an error. It's probably going to be something like this. If I try to change the find unique to a find first, I get another error, which is the same for now. One, two, three, four, five, six. How's that? Okay, I think that's done now. Let's see. Yes. Sorry, that was loud. Okay, I'm gonna go here. Does that work, right? It supports, what do they call that? Case insensitive filtering. I'm just gonna be generic and say, curious if you have any advice on how to proceed. I am a beginner Prisma user, so not sure if I am approaching it wrong. And I think that's it. Sandeep27, thank you for the follow. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna comment on it for now, and then I guess I can tag them later. Did I add it? Yes, it did. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that for now then. And call it a night. Bug squashing incomplete. We'll just call it in though. Task end. Anyway, thanks y'all for tuning in. I'll wait to hear back from them, and then I will come back and try to finish it off. Hopefully I will learn something. Finish it off. Woo. Got to my page. Hopefully I will learn something from their response. But I will chat with you later. Thank you for tuning in. Love you. Good night. Goodbye.